Hi everybody, in this video, let's look at some questions taken from your Form 4 MF Chapter 4, Indices, Surds and Logarithm. Now, all the questions here are taken from SPM 2022. Now, let's try these questions. Express P in terms of K. Okay, so X to the power of 2K plus P is equal to 1. Now, is that a way that I can change the way of writing 1, but I still keep the value of 1? I'm going to write x to the power of something. So why do I want to change to x? Because I want their base become the same. Therefore, I can compare their indices. So x raised to the power of what is equal to 1? X raised to the power of 0, right? Any number raised to the power of 0 is equal to 1. So I just change the value of writing 1, but I do not change its value. It's still 1. Now, since they have the same base here, I can compare their indices. So 2k plus p is equal to 0. I want to express p in terms of k. I need to isolate p. P equal to something. So p equal to negative 2k. Okay, this is the answer for part 1. Now let's try part 2. A raised to the power of p is equal to equal to this. Now try to think, if I give you square root of a, we can change it, we can write it as a raised to the power of 1 over 2, right? So let's say cube root of a is equal to a to the power of 1 over 3. So how about fourth root of a is equal to a raised to the power of 1 over 4. So this is k root. I'm not sure, am I pronouncing it correctly? Okay, hopefully it's correct. So it's because I don't know what is the value of k here. Okay, a raised to the power of p is equal to a raised to the power of 1 over k. Okay, to the power of 6. Now, these two I can multiply together. So a power p is equal to a power 6 over k. Now, using the same method as we did just now, compare their indices. So p is equal to 6 over k. Okay, this is the answer for part 2. Now let's try part B. Given that 3 plus 3 power y over 3 power 2 times x plus 1 is equal to 84. Express y in terms of x. Okay, let me copy the answer, copy the question first. 3 plus 3 power y over 3 power 2 times x plus 1 is equal to 84. Now, first I'm going to bring the 3 go to another side, means that I minus 3 from both sides. So the rest I will just copy first. Now 84 minus 3. So 3 power y over 3 power 2 times x plus 1 is equal to 81. Okay, now, is there a way we can change the way of writing 81, but we still keep its value as 81? It's equal to, 81 is equal to 3 power 4, right? So now here, I will start to change the way of writing this. So you remember this you learn in Form 3. Let's say a power x divided by a power y. We can write as a power x minus y, right? So make sure that they have the same base. So now they have the same base here. This is 3, this is 3. So I can write as 3 power to the power of y minus this whole thing. Okay, and 81 I'm going to change to 3 power 4. So why do I want to change to 3 power 4 instead of writing 81? Why do I want to change it to 3 power 4? Because I want their bases become the same so that I can compare their indices. Now this is equal to this because 3, they have the same bases, right? So this must be equal to this. So y minus 2 times x plus 1 is equal to 4. So I want to express y in terms of x. So let me do some expansion over here, negative 2x. So negative 2 is equal to 4. Okay, so y is equal to 4 plus 2x plus 2. And y is equal to 4 plus 2, you will get 6. 6 plus 2x. Okay, so this is the answer for part B. Okay, now let's look at this another question also from your SPM 2022. This is paper 1, section 8, question number 2. Just now is question number 2. This is question number 2, this is question number 3. Okay, derive that log base a of m times n is equal to log base a of m plus log base a of n. I think majority of students know about this formula, right? Know about this property. But maybe you already forgot how to prove it. Now, the question asks to prove it, and 3 marks is given for this part. We want to prove that log base a of this is equal to this. Log base a of m times n is equal to log base a of m plus log base a of n. Okay, now let m is equal to a power x, okay, and n is equal to a power y. Okay, now this one we can change it to this log base a of m is equal to x, right? And this log base a of n is equal to y. Now let's start to prove this is equal to this. Log base a of m times n is equal to log base a of, okay, what's m? M is a power x, right? A power x. And what's n? N is a power y. Okay, so now since they have the same base, we can write this as x, a raised to the power x plus y. And you know, right, one of the properties of log, the power here, we can bring it down. So x plus y times this whole thing, log base a of a. And what's log base a of a? This is equal to 1, right? Therefore, I will get x plus y. Now, what is x? Log base a of m. What is y? Log base a of n. Okay, let's go back to this. Okay, correct, proven. Now, let's try part B. Log base u of this whole thing plus log base u of this u minus 1 is equal to 2. We want to find the value of u. So this is plus, right? So just now the question asked you to prove. Now you know that this is actually equal to this. Means that this is actually equal to u plus 3 times u minus 1. Okay, now log u of this, all of this is actually equal to this. We just change the way of writing it, but we should not change the value. Okay, so now u, I'm going to do the u here. Okay, let me explain this way. Log base 10 of 100 is equal to, I can write equal over here. Log base 10 of 100 is equal to, in case you already forgot, take out your calculator. Okay, log base 10 of 100 is equal to 2. And we can change the way as 100 is equal to 10 to the power of 2, right? So here do the same thing. Do some expansion over here. Okay, let me copy this one first. Do some expansion here first. U times u, you will get u squared. U times negative 1, negative u. Positive 3 times u, positive 3u. And positive 3 times negative 1, negative 3 is equal to 2. Okay, so now I'm going to apply the method that I showed just now. I'm going to bring the 10 go up here like this, and the 2 become the power. So u go up, and the 2 become the power. And here I just copy, and which part we can do plus or minus, we we will start doing it. So these two are like terms, right? So u square minus u plus 3u, you will actually get 2u minus 3. Okay, now since both sides we have u square, we can just cancel it up. So let's say if you don't want to do this method, you can do it this way. U square plus 2u minus 3. Okay, bring it to the other side, you become minus, right? Okay, u square minus u square, you will get 0. So 2u minus 3 is equal to 0. U is equal to 3 over 2. Okay, now let's try one more last question. This question also from SPM 2022, paper 1, section A, and question 11. We want to, it's given that BC, okay, BC, let me write down over here. This is 2 plus x centimeter. BC. Okay. And AD square, this whole thing, AD square. Okay, let me write over here. AD square is equal to 1 plus square root of 2. And ABD is a straight line. We want to show that x is equal to this. Okay, then let me do it this way. Okay, now let me use Pythagorean theorem to help me to get the length for BD. So forget about this one first. So how do we find the length of BD? So to remember Pythagorean theorem, right? For a right angle triangle, we have 2 short, 1 long. If you want to find the length for the shorter side, we minus. If you want to find the length for the longer side, we plus. So BD is a shorter side. To get the length of BD, I'm going to take 2 plus x squared minus 2 minus x squared and then square root it. Okay, this one I'm going to use a formula to help me to do the expansion. So this is 4 plus 4x plus x squared. So here you have to be more careful. Remember to put a parenthesis. So this is 4 minus 4x plus x squared. Square root it. Okay, let's say you don't know how to use a formula. You can just do it this way. This is actually 2 plus x times 2 plus x, right? Okay, so 2 times 2, you get 4. 2 times x, 2x, 2x, and last part, x squared. You will still get the same answer. Okay, now, so let me simplify the term inside the square root sign here first. So I'm going to open up the parentheses. 4 plus 4x plus x squared minus 4 plus 4x minus x squared and square root it. Okay, so here we have positive x squared, this minus x squared, so no more x squared. Okay, so here we have 4, we have minus 4, no more 4. 4 minus 4 is equal to 0. So now I left 4x plus 4x, you will get 8x, square root of 8x. Okay, so this is the length of BD. Okay, let me erase this one first. Now, how do we continue doing it? We want to know x is equal to what? And this is given by the question. So let's say if AD squared is equal to this. So how about AD? AD is equal to square root of this, right? Square root of this. But it looks quite complicated, right? Because you have a square root here and you have another square root inside the square root sign. Okay, this is the length of AD. So let's say I want to get BD. I need to take this one minus this one, right? So BD is equal to this minus square root of x. This is the length of BD. Okay, this is the length of BD we got just now, and this is also the length of BD. So this means that this is equal to this, right? Square root of 8x is equal to this. Now, I think until here a lot of students know how to proceed, right? We want to square root both sides so that we can get rid of the square side. But you have to be careful over here. Now, if I start square root it both sides here, so I will face a problem. So let's say I square root both sides. Square both sides, not square root. Square both sides. So here you square it. Here you square it. This one, no problem. Square root square, no problem. You will get 8x. So how about this one? This square, you square it, you get this, right? And then minus 2 times this times this. Let me put a parenthesis over here. Okay, I'm using the formula a minus b square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. Okay, a square minus 2ab plus b square. So b, this is square, you get x. Now you have a problem here. You have x, but you have a square root of x over here. So which will make the thing complicated. So I'm not going to start to squaring both sides from here. What I'm going to do, because I want to avoid this situation, what I'm going to do the next step, I'm going to bring the square root, the minus square root of x, go to another side first. Become plus. Okay, so this is actually equal to this, right? And here I just copy. Okay, what's this one? So if you press your calculator, okay, let me show you how do we get the write this in the simplest form without using our calculator. So this is 8. Remember, you can change the way of writing it, but you cannot change the value. So 8 is equal to 4 times 2. 4 times 2. I do not change the value. I just change the way of writing the 8. Become 4 times 2. And square root of 4 is equal to, this is actually equal to this, right? And this is 2. And this, we just copy. So try to take out a calculator and press square root of 8. You will get 2 times square root of 2. Okay, so this is 2 times square root of 2, and this one I just copy. So I think better I put a parenthesis here so that it won't look so messy. Okay, now you have a square root of x here, square root of x here, so I can factorize the square root of x go out. It becomes like this. Okay, now I'm going to square both sides. So if I square both sides over here, what will happen? Okay, I think better I do it separately for you so that clearer, easier for you to understand. So 2 times square root of 2 plus 1 square. Okay, you can use the formula. So if you are not sure how to use the formula, you can do it this way. Okay, this 2. You will get 2, you get 4. Square root times square root of 2, square root of 2, you get 2. So 4 times 2, you will get 8. If you are not sure how to get the 8, you can just press your calculator. This one, time 2 square root of 2 is equal to 8. Okay, this is equal to 8. And this time this, you get plus 2 times square root of 2. This plus this, you will get plus 2 times square root of 2. And the last one, you get plus 1. So eventually you will get 8 plus 4 square root of 2. Okay, let me check using the formulas, you get the same answer or not. Okay, okay, correct. So this is squared, you will get this 8 plus 4 times square root of 2 plus 1. And this square root of x, you square it, you will get x. Here you have the square root sign here, square root sign, it will actually cancel out each other. You get 1 plus square root of 2. Now you don't have the problem that we faced just now. Just now we got the x and square root of x. Now we don't have that problem. Okay, 8 plus 1, you will get 9 plus 4 times square root of 2, right? Okay, and then this x. Okay, let me read over here. And this is 1 plus square root of 2. We want to know x is equal to what. So what's the next step is 1 plus square root of 2 over 9 plus 4 times square root of 2. But still haven't gotten what we want, what the question asks us to do, because x is equal to this and this is actually not equal to this. Let's say until this step you start to confuse, you don't know whether you are doing correctly or not. So what you can do, you can use your calculator to test. So how do we test? So if you have time, you can do it this way. If you don't have time, you cannot do it this way. So I'm going to key in this whole thing inside my calculator. 1 plus 5 times square root of 2 and 49. Okay, I want to make sure that whether I'm doing correctly or not. So if this is actually equal to this, I take this one minus this, we should be able to get 0, right? So I'm going to test. Key in this whole thing. 1 plus square root of 2 and 9 plus 4 times square root of 2 is 0. This means that this value and this value, they are the same, equal. So this means we did it correctly. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to proceed to try to change this become this y. Okay, I'm going to rationalize the denominator, multiply the numerator and denominator by the conjugate of the denominator. 9 plus 4 times square root of 2. The conjugate of this will be 9 minus 4 times square root of 2. Everything will be the same, just the sign change. Positive become negative, negative become positive. And whatever we do for the denominator side, we need to do the same thing for the numerator side. So 1 plus square root of 2 times 9 minus 4 times square root of 2. Okay. Here, let me do expansion 1 by 1. 9. Negative 4 minus 4 times square root of 2. And then here, you will get 9 times square root of 2. And the last part. Okay, before I tell you what is the value, try to think. Can you get the value without using your calculator? Okay, forget about the 4 first. So square root of 2 times square root of 2, you will get 2, not 4. Be careful, it's 2, not 4. So 4 times 2, you will get 8. Okay, if you are not sure, you can use your calculator to check the answer. So square root of 2 times 4 times square root of 2 is equal to 8. Okay, we have finished doing the expansion over here. So for this part, you don't have to do expansion 1 by 1 because you know, right? This is actually equal to a squared minus b squared. Okay, I'm going to use this. It's 9 squared minus 4 times square root of 2 squared. Okay. So 9 minus 8, you will get 1. So negative 4, okay, forget about the square root of 2, square root of 2. Just think about this. Negative 4x plus 9x. So I think majority of you should be no problem, right? This is 5x, right? So same thing here, but this time it's not x, it's square root of 2. So it will be plus 5 times square root of 2. Okay, now next part. So again, this one you will get 4. Okay, let me show you this. 9 square is equal to 81. So how about this? Try to think without using a calculator. So 4 times 4, you will get 16. Right? Square root of 2 times square root of 2, you will get 2. So this is, okay, here we don't have to do anything. It's already the same as this one. So this part, we don't have to do anything. Okay, 81 minus, this is the your sign. Okay, let me check it out. Okay, correct. Okay, so now we will show that x is equal to this. So shown. Okay, that's all for this video. See you in the next video. Bye bye.